here and take a look at tonight's player spotlight. Somebody that you really want to watch for. Joe Random, who had a 4-homer game his last time around. That was his second of the season, so certainly he was adjusted to that third base position. And the Pirates lineup certainly, I think, benefiting from Random moving over to third base. Really, you get Cesar Hernandez in the lineup, somebody who's been a bench player most of the year and who's had a lot of success, really. And really, Joe Random just play anywhere around the infield. And certainly a giant threat for this Pirates ball team. All right, well, the feature game time coming up next as we get Game 3 of this 3-game series underway. Here we are at Citi Field for Game 3 of this 3-game set between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the New York Mets. The Mets dropped the first 2 games of this series, so they're looking to avoid being swept. And 2 aces on the mounds for these ball teams. The Mets have Aramo Ramirez, the Pirates, Rafael Rivera on the mound. As we take a look at the starting lineup tonight for Pittsburgh, you see Cesar Hernandez still in the lineup. Joe Random playing third base tonight. Jason Hayward back in the lineup. He'll start in right field. Jeffrey Lindsay in center. And Oliver Cairo in left. Here's Erasmo Ramirez pitching for the Mets. He is 7-2 on the season with a 1.95 ERA. And certainly, you guessed it, he's the ace of this Mets ball team. We should have a very good pitching duel tonight here by both teams.
Batting third baseman, Joe Random.
So Random will bat here, nobody on, and 2 outs. Lined into right center, that's going to fall for a hit. But Random with a little 2-out lightning. He'll go to stop at second. So a 2-out double for Joe Random.
Batting fourth.
That'll extend his hitting streak to 26 games now. So he's really swinging a hot bat. First a 4-homer game last night. Now he's extending his hitting streak again. He's 1 for 1 already here in the first inning. Here's Mike Ganders. Surprisingly better against righties. He has a 308 average, 14 homers, and then versus lefties he's only 241 and 2 long balls. 2 outs, runner on second. Random goes. Strike thrown on is high and late. Random will slide safely into third. Yeah, that throws on the money. Random is toast at third base, but throws a little bit high. Random slides right around the little tag there. And now he's at third. 2 outs, although that was kind of a pointless attempt at a steal, but he stole the base.
Ball.
Second pitch to Ganders is in the dirt, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Here in the top of the first, Pirates looking to score. In the dirt, 2-1. Mike Ganders slugged 16 home runs this season so far. He's in a bit of a cold spell, though, as of late, only batting in the 280s. 3-1. Take a look at the umpires real quick. Larry Bullard there at home plate. Pretty good umpire behind the plate there. Very consistent with his strike zone.
Nope, that's inside.
And he calls it inside. Very close pitch, but it's ball 4. First and third now with 2 outs.
Batting fifth.
Look at that on replay.
Felix
I think he got it right. It was just, not by very much, but was a little bit inside. Ganders will take the walk. Here's Felix Mateo. 60 RBIs. That's good for 5th in the National League. Also running on that .310 batting average. Mateo certainly fit for the job to try to get Random home from third here with 2 outs. First pitch on the way. Grounded through the right side for a base hit. Random will score. It's an RBI single for Felix Mateo. And the Pirates take an early 1-0 lead.
Right fielder, Jason Hayward.
Yeah, just a little ground ball there by Mateo. Picks up another RBI, 61. Here's Michael Tonis, 222 average on the season. He's the Mets' right fielder. Not having a great series as he pops this one up. Right at Joe Random, who calls for it. Backs up a little, makes the catch for the out.
Batting fifth.
Here is Joe Random. Doubled back in the first inning. He'll bat here with 2 outs, nobody on.
Joe Random.
Here's the pitch. Lined into right center. That's also going to fall for a hit. Random is 2 for 2 tonight. He rounds first, heads for second. And the throw is a bit high. The relay goes into third cleanly, and Random's hung out to dry between second and third. And he's tagged out trying to get back to second. Inning over. So despite Random getting that hit, Pirates don't get any runs. We'll head to the bottom of the third. It's 1-0. Pittsburgh on top of New York. Here's Wilmer Flores, the shortstop for the Mets. 239 average this year. 2 pitches grounded to Joe Random. Makes the nice routine play. Throws it over to first in time to record the out.
Batting eighth.
Now we'll take a look at the league leaders in wins so far. Rafael Rivera tied with the former Cy Young Award winner Josh Gunya for second place on the list. Yordano Ventura leads that list with 10 wins this season. Now batting is Joe Random. Mets take a 2-1 lead over the Pirates. But Random swinging a hot bat tonight. He's 2 for 2. 2 doubles in this one. 1 out, nobody on. Soaring fly ball into right center field, and you don't even need to watch that one. It is gone. This game is tied. A solo home run for Joe Random. That's 81 on the season. And it is 2-2. We're all tied. Yeah, well, this guy's nuts. We're not even at the halfway point yet in the season. He's launched 81 home runs. I mean, if you're thinking about where he's going to go in the home runs, he's probably going to reach the high 100s. Probably, I'm guessing right now, if he keeps this hot bat going, he's going to hit about 200 home runs this season. If at the halfway point he has 96 home runs, he'll probably, I mean, that's where he's predicted to go right now. Chopped on the ground to third. That's going to get past the third baseman for a hit. Runner rounds third, heads for the plate. Throw will be into third. And it gets away from the third baseman, so the catcher will pick up the relay. It's an RBI double for Joe Random, and the Pirates take a 3-2 lead over the Mets. I think he pulled off that one a little bit too much, too. But it does the job. Gets past the third baseman. Runner scores, and Random pumped up. As we were saying, though, as Mateo bats here, it's 4-2 now with 2 outs. Runner on third. If Random keeps up his hot bat, he will. He might hit 200 home runs. Because, again, we're not even at the halfway point. If he's predicted to hit 100 home runs by the All-Star break, you know, and you have another half of the season to play, the sky's the limit of this guy. 102 outs on Felix Mateo. Strike, that's right down the middle. It's 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Mateo. He didn't necessarily agree with that call. – 1-1-2 outs. Late swing there as that's fouled down the third base line. Count swells to 1-2. Here's a 1-2 pitch on the way.
That's ball 2.
Ball in the dirt. It's 2-2.
2 strikes.
2-2. Here it is. Ball high. It's 3-2. Teo looking to drive in that insurance run in random at third base. Full count. Here's the pitch. Lined into center. Right to the center fielder who makes the catch. Inning over. Well, Pirates get a couple. They lead it now. 4-2 late in this game. We'll head to the bottom of the 8th for the Mets turn to bat here at Citi Field. Rick Best will bat here. We're in the bottom of the 9th. 2-2 count. Nobody out yet. At this point in the game, he represents the tying run. Here's the pitch. Grounded to Joe Random. Slaps the tag on the runner for 1. And that's all he'll get, so the Mets are going to win the game. That is shocking. The Mets just come out with a win. It's 6-5. Final score. How about that? I don't know where that came from. The Mets just won the game. Mike Vila gets our player of the game tonight with two hits and 4 trips. Well, a bit of an upset for Pirate fans is that'll do it here from Citi Field. The Mets avoid a sweep in the series. Final score 6-5 New York. And we'll see you next time here on MLB The Show 16.